Hi and welcome back to somewhat about Battlefield. Today we do something different. First of all, I want to show you the new trailer to the next season of Battlefield 6, and then I want to impress some of my... There we go. Come on. Oh, it's in Germany. That's it? What the fuck? 1 second. Is there another one? Oh, 1 second. All the different gadgets. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? This looks already bullshit. So, I wanted to tell you something about what I think is extremely bad, and that's this one, the roadmap. I look at it. So we have like a new map starting in 5 days or a couple days. The big one we just saw. Then we get a month later another map. And I think it should be some smaller map. And then we get like also a month after that, like operations from both of these maps. So like 2 new maps in the next 2 months, and this is the most important thing, only 1 new vehicle, and the new vehicle is the motorbike. The little bird, in my opinion, should have been in the base game. So you also need a little bird in a Battlefield game, so that's only, I think it was only redacted because of some technical issue. So they had planned to have it in the base game, but then prolonged the development on it, something like that. And now we only get, in my opinion, the motorbike and an LTV vehicle in a whole season, and that's extremely bad. And I'm really I can't even express how bad this is. So let's see. We got, I think this is a DMR, assault rifle, an MG. The sniper gets a gadget, and 2 new submachine guns. So in total, let's see, 4 guns. No, 5 guns, and that's it. And the sniper doesn't even get a new sniper rifle. So he can play the DMR then, which is also really poor. And why do we get another like anti-air option? As if right now you not really have the problem as an infantry player shooting down air vehicles. So you, with this patch or with the season start, you can't fly for sure. I did not hear anything about like balancing the air vehicles, so I'm pretty certain that like all of the air vehicles stay the same. Maybe besides the little bird, which is new and might be way more powerful than an attack helicopter. Like maybe, I think from the base idea, it doesn't, or it isn't able to withstand like 1 or more rockets, which none of the air vehicles do. So yeah, that's so bad. Actually, like this is really bad that they sell it as a new vehicle, which it isn't and shouldn't. And then like 3 new guns. A month later, we get 2 submachine guns. Like, and like, see the VZ61. It's just another, like, how is it called? This gun with like 15 rounds in it, like fast firing 15 rounds. What the fuck? It's not like we need another one, and then we get 2 new submachine guns. that's extremely poor. I have no. This is Fort Linden is the Battle Royale map, so they will add a new point of interest. Great. So a whole season, you will get like a couple new buildings on the Battle Royale map, and besides that, nothing. So take that, eat it, and be happy with it. And then you get portal updates, which is nice. So you can't even play the new maps, or I think lots of the new hardware, they call it, will be added to the portal editor at the beginning. In my opinion, that's what they're selling here. And some more cosmetics. So in total, you get in like, I don't know when the third season will start, but let's say in 3 or 4 months, you get 2 new vehicles, which are only transport for infantry, and 2 new maps. That's the major part of this season. And besides that, you get lots of cosmetics, limited time mode events. Yeah, that's nice, but usually the portal mode should generate them, like with all of the community and the options of a portal existing, they should be able to generate like limited time modes or modes with special logics or something. But no, they will create it and they will sell it to you as a complete season. And this sucks so hard. It will be so annoying, not annoying, but so boring to play the next 4 months in Battlefield. Yeah, it will be funny to fly for a couple hours with the little bird, but you don't use a motorbike for anything more significant than going from A to B. And as it looks like the LTV won't have any weapon station, so that's also really, really poor. So yeah, that's so freaking annoying. I thought, why did it be postponed to now? So I thought they will like add more content to it. You will have like lots of new stuff to discover. What is with the Golmund Railway map? Is it something for the 3rd season, or is it like something that drop in between somewhere? This is so fucking poor. So there is nothing in it like that. They could do like an only air vehicle modes, like in I think Battlefield 4 had like air superiority modes. This would be nice to level up all the air vehicles and don't have to deal with all the anti-air shit, which they will fucking increase with this season. It will be so much worse flying. And of course, they don't add. I think they won't add like the little bird to existing maps. Maybe in a couple months or in a later season they will rework the existing maps, which I'm certain, and I would be delighted if they actually do it, but I don't think they will. They won't add the little birds to the existing maps. So the chance of you flying it will be so slim because you only can fly it on the new map, and every single one is trying to have some different vehicle to play. You won't be able to, or being shut down immediately after it because they have a new anti-air in the game, which Battlefield 6 is lacking so much at the moment. And yeah, the rest is pretty much forgettable. You don't have to anticipate the April 14th update of this season because it doesn't add anything to it. You get a couple of skins if you have that, and that's it. Like, this is just a combination. You can play one map after the other. That's, at least you don't have to go to main menu then. But this is just for the editor, so nothing for you, and you won't notice this part of this update here at all. You might see a new transport vehicle besides the Jeep, and the rest are skins. Nothing for you to experience something new in the game. Yeah, there's a new map. I think it's also pretty based on Operation Locker of Battlefield 4 or Operation Metro. Some narrow passages inside of a mountain installation, bunker, something like that, like close quarters. And you get, at the beginning of the season, Contaminated, which also will have bunkers and installations in some mountains and some area around it. So that's extremely poor. It's really disappointing, and I think the player count will drop even further than already thought of. And now I will show you the second trailer of the season.
Incoming strike in your vicinity. Move! That mask on.
So, as you can see, of course there's some premium shit you can buy, but I had some things I want to point out. I think these missiles here are for the gas to drop in. Maybe you can call it in, maybe it's just something random, or it's something that happens all the time at the same location. Could be. If it's good, I think so, especially if you see the result of it, which is not this. 1 second. Like you're tripping then if you don't have a gas mask on, which isn't something I would prefer in a modern battlefield. So it's not like I want to experience trucks while playing Battlefield. So no, I want to like experience war or modern battles. What the fuck? I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. So this. Oh, 1 second. Can I go a bit late? Someone tell me the. Oh, this is crazy. Where's the new map shown? What the fuck? Yeah, this one. So, this could be somewhat open, but you see all of the rock formation. So, if you imagine if you're in the tank here, you have like this compound, all of the things blocking your vision. So I think this goes around here, the map, something like this. I doubt that this will be really interesting for a vehicle player. And then you have the problem with usability and smoke and whatever the gas is doing there. The thing with the broken rocks here. This is interesting. Can you block off the tunnel, or is it just so you have to drive around it? But yeah, little bird, same visual effect as in Battlefield 2132, with the helicopter rising on the corner of the high-rise building. So yeah, I don't know if that's a good suggestion. And you see here the usual motocross bike user just driving from A to B to be fast. But I don't know if you are able to sit on the back of the bike while someone else is driving and be able to shoot. If this is the case, you might have something like a different option to... but you do have already the squads, which are exactly the same. So I think this is just a single player bike to go fast from A to B, maybe to squeeze in some locations, but nobody asked for it. Yeah, the typical refly to a mountain part.
Time to get that mask on.
And I think this is, I don't know how it's called, like the big metal part, circle thing here. I don't know, it's a silo or something. And I think they opened it. I think they just opened that. And one second, here. Do you see this like gibberish? I think that's the thing with the gas, if you don't wear a mask. And you don't know, do you have to pick one up on the map, or for example in a red sec, do you have to find gas mask, or do you have it already equipped? Is this something, is it just some visual thing, like having the gas mask on with the smaller field of view, or does it make it slower for you? Can't you run for prolonged areas? That's all questions and not like the thing. So this is the new DMR. Looks like every other DMR that's already in the game. And what's worrying is that it's a 5.56 millimeter. So it's a low caliber, at least maybe they just wrote some name on it. But if it's really actual the caliber, this will do no damage. Maybe it's fast firing or something, or low recoil, but it's the same as a semi-automatic assault rifle. Yeah. That is all existing stuff. And that's all pretty much the same. And this will help every single pilot in Battlefield. This new gadget. Maybe there's a difference between the different anti-air launchers. Maybe they're lock on and forget, fire and still aim, wire guided or laser guided, something like that. So maybe there's a difference between the two then, but it doesn't make it easier for anyone flying, for sure. So that's you already can't fly in this game because there's so many things aiming at air vehicles. So is this a new submachine gun? I don't think so. What I'm like worried about is like you see all these trenches and fortifications, also like this truck, for sure it's impenetrable, like you can't drive over it, so there are lots of things stopping you from driving. So for example Caspian Border in Battlefield 3 or like the original Firestorm, you had so much flat area where you could like engage on a greater distance, don't have to worry about too much infantry hiding in some like ravine or a hole and shooting at you. That's impossible on this map. So it's really, 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 extremely, really focused on infantry again. And as I heard, the map isn't that big, so you will have really narrow passages for the tank with lots of vegetations and like cover for infantry to shoot at you. So I don't think this is a good map for vehicles. And this is should be the new map. I don't know how the story is, or like if they are connected, if this is just a part of the existing contamination big map and they just split it off, or if you can access it, or if it's just like a smaller area. Maybe they just did it the easy way and shrunk the area you play in and call it a new map. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, Operation Locker with some gadgets, but I think you can blow up certain parts and make new passages, but after like a week, everyone knows about all the passages and will open all of them every time, and you won't have any benefit of it. It's just like, okay, I have to first throw their C4 before I can get to the normal playing part of the map. So yeah, something that's certainly not in the game. And a night mode on a small map, and I think just time limited event. So I'm really, 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 really disappointed. Like really, I expected more. I expected more content, different kind of vehicles. Why don't you get like, you could have done something like with the artillery truck on Battlefield, let's call it 3. No, 3, I think there was the armored warfare DLC. Don't get me on the name. Where you had like the like tank hunter tank, or like the tank to tank. What the fuck? Yeah, where like the different tanks you added on this map, so you had more like armored warfare, or the artillery truck, which are able to, for example, be used by a player and shoots down like these gas canisters, gas rockets to block off certain parts, something like that. And then the focus is about like getting the artillery truck, maybe one on the map, like on Golmont Railway, where you had this artillery truck. Yeah, I think that's the map. There were so many options, but they did it easy way. They don't really put any new content. They didn't put any new content or hardware, how they call it, in this DLC. And that's it. And I think the development time is 1 year of this game. So the next one is like something we can estimate at October. Or don't get me wrong, I think there should be 4 seasons. And this is season 2. So there will be 4 new maps after it. Maybe. Maybe they just give in the 4th DLC only 1 map. Who knows? So it's really, really, really bad. And it has nothing to do with what we imagine as Battlefield players, what a DLC would give. And in total, all the seasons, I think will have the content of one of the DLCs of Battlefield 3 or 4 in content, like in total 4 or 5, maybe 8 new maps, which is much, I think, and like 20 new guns in the total lifespan of this game. So I'm disappointed. I certainly will play it, and I will be shocked if I'm mistaken, and I would be happily pleased if it isn't how I think it will be. So thanks for watching, and hearing my complaints. I need to give it out, otherwise it will eat me from within. So thanks for listening to my complaints, and till the next time, have a great time. Bye.